Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel.
Who are you?
I'm Sam.
Who am I?
You are Phil.
Who are we doing?
We are doing the Traveling Wilburys.
And it's the first time that we're doing the Traveling Wilburys on the channel.
Yes, this is a long time coming.
Yeah, we've done every member of the Traveling Wilburys on the channel thus far, though, so it's about time. But I think we've done it the right way. We've got introduced to each of the members before we jumped into the Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah, which is cool because some of them I had heard the names, I wasn't really familiar with who they were, or, the sound of their music, where they came from. So
Yeah, I mean Tom Petty, I think we've only done one song of his.
Yeah.
And I think the other members of the group here, we've done a few more.
We've done quite a few Bob Dylan.
Yeah, and that's Mark, one of our subscribers, has made a lot of requests of Bob Dylan, so that's why. Anyways, so we're coming to Traveling Wilburys the first time. Lots of well-respected musicians, like we were saying, in this group, so I'm excited to see what they come together.
Yeah.
A super group of sorts. Your dad is a fan of the Traveling Wilburys, right?
Yeah, I think he said to us like 15 times so far, like, why haven't you done the Traveling Wilburys yet? I'm like, I don't know, we'll get there eventually.
Well, we had to get educated first on the Traveling Wilburys, so now we understand the musicianship that's come to be here and why people were so hyped up about it. I can only imagine at the time, I think this song here came out in 1988, so I can only imagine at the time how people were perceiving this group of musicians coming together and how excited they must have been to see what they were going to create.
Yeah.
And they're pretty different in terms of musicians.
Yeah, I definitely think that it's kind of a strange mix.
Yeah,
like, you're like, how did this kind of formulate?
And it's also interesting, I think, because you think of musicians, sometimes they got egos, right? And you've got like 5 super, respected musicians, and they've all come together here, and apparently they put their egos aside to make, hopefully, some great music. So we don't know. I mean, I assume they made some great music if they're so well renowned.
I also find it absolutely hilarious that their name is the Traveling Wilburys, and apparently they never toured.
Oh, interesting.
The Traveling Wilburys never traveled.
Do you remember when we had a conversation about Wilbury?
I was like, is that a fruit? Or like, what is a Wilbury? I still, to this day, don't know what a Wilbury is.
I thought you were going to...
Say that?
I thought you were going to talk about... Yeah, anyways, let's cut the chit-chat here. We'll get into some...
And if you guys know what a Wilbury is, let me know in the chat, because I'm curious.
Yeah, I think didn't we look this up already?
I don't remember.
Anyways, you guys can elaborate on the Traveling Wilburys down below. We appreciate your insights. Give us some comments. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, join us on this journey, do so now. And you can always hit that notification bell if you want to be sure that you don't miss any of our content going forward. All right, enough with the chit chat. I want to find out about Traveling Wilburys. Handle with care. Short and sweet song, 3 minutes. I don't know how we're going to get all 5 guys here in 3 minutes, but let's go.
And battered around, been sent up and I've been shut down. You're the best thing that I've ever found. Handle me with care. Reputation's changeable, situation's tolerable, but baby, you're adorable. Handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? Everybody's got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. I've been fobbed up and I've been fooled. I've been robbed and ridiculed in daycare centers and night schools. Handle me with care.
So, we've got another interesting situation for me here.
You clearly know this.
Huh?
I said you clearly know this.
I clearly do. And I don't know it from like hearing it on the radio or anything. So if you're new to the channel, I've said in previous videos that my dad used to play in a band with his brothers and some friends. and they used to do wedding gigs and, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Family events.
Yeah. And so this was a song that they used to do.
Oh.
And so it's really weird for me because, like I said, I've only heard it in my life growing up with my dad and his brothers performing it.
Yeah. Like their rendition of it.
Yeah. And I used to love it. It was a great song. It would all be one of those songs that everybody would get up and dance to. Mm-hmm. But
it's a cute song.
It was right as soon as it came in, I was like, wait a second.
I know this.
This is bringing me back to my childhood. And it's a great song. It is interesting, though, to hear them compose this, you know, the different vocals coming in. We had, you know, George and then Roy, right? And then we have, you know, Tom Petty and Bob Dylan, right? So they've got so much of a different tone for each section of the song.
Yeah, like their vocals all sound so different.
Yeah, whereas, you know, when I was listening to it before, it'd be the, you know, the same lead vocal throughout. So that was very different for me. But love this song in general. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I think it's really cute. I like it. And I like that it has the different, like, lead switching around because it brings, I feel like, more dimension to the song, like with the different vocals. I feel like a lot of the time, you know, with groups, it's like there's a lead singer, maybe backing vocals, and then instrumentation, right? Whereas this is interesting because they're actually shifting, like, who's taking the lead on.
Yeah, and it's got a great chorus, eh? Mm-hmm. I mean, you will get into it. I think they repeat it a few times throughout, but it's really, really a catchy chorus. And I love how they just kind of hang on certain notes a little bit longer, drag out some of the words to make it a little more catchy. And it's not overly complex musically, but it's got a great rhythm to it.
Yeah. I think it's really cute too, the idea, right? Like they're kind of just talking about like handle me with care, like take care of me, like emotionally, right?
Yeah, I'm in a danger zone right now, so handle me with care, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to it.
Nobody next to mine and dream on. I've been propped up and I've been fooled. I've been robbed and ridiculed in daycare centers and night schools. Handle me with care. Stuck in airports, terrorized, sent to meetings, hypnotized, overexposed, commercialized, handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely, I still have some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? Everybody got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. I've been uptight and made a mess, but I'll clean it up myself, I guess. Oh, the sweet smell of success. Handle me with care.
Had to get some Bob Dylan harmonica in there.
Pardon?
I said had to get some harmonica in there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's the Bob Dylan influence in there. And that's something I haven't heard before in this song. What else did you notice from some of these members? Were there any things that you picked up? There's a couple I noticed, but I don't want to jump onto it too quickly here. Anything that you saw?
What do you mean?
Well, you mentioned Bob Dylan.
Oh, you mean like influence-wise?
Yeah, harmonica, you know, from our experience. Is there anything else that you noticed?
Nothing crazy. I just feel like I noticed that Roy, I felt like sang a little bit more of kind of like the soulful portions.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is like very conducive to his normal sound.
Yeah. Well, it's also interesting because he's older here, right?
Yeah.
You know, we've only been exposed to the real young Roy Orbison.
Yeah.
And he looks much older. I don't know how far along after this he lived for. I don't know if he passed away shortly after this. I can't remember what year he passed away in. But I thought it was somewhere around the 90s, like the earlier to mid 90s. Anyways, you guys can confirm or deny that. But like you said, soulful, got his shades rocking still all those years later.
Yeah.
Kept that
like
image.
his image is the same. It's just like he's older.
Still had a pretty great voice at that point too, right? So for me, I had noticed Dylan lyrics in there. I had noticed some Dylan writing. I think he definitely had some influence in the way they put this together from a lyrical standpoint. Just the rhyming and stuff that was going on. And now I don't know.
Poetic nature of his.
Yeah. And I don't know what role Jeff Lynne would have played in his, I know probably the least about him, I would say. We probably have been exposed the least to Electric Light Orchestra. And it's been a while since we've done them. So, like I said, Bob Dylan lyrics, definitely George's guitar work. Definitely heard that in there. So, there were a few instances where I was right off the first listen. Well, I guess not technically the first listen.
The first listen of their version.
Their version of it. I was like, okay, now that I've gotten to know, as I was saying, some of these members a little
Whereas
bit more.
if you had just listened to them from the beginning, we wouldn't even have known where any of that came from.
Maybe I would have picked up on some George's influence because I was a little more familiar with the Beatles. But so it was also interesting to see George in this part of his age, because I feel like for me, I've seen George Harrison really, really young, like from videos or whatever, pictures and stuff, and even the stuff that we've done thus far. You've seen him like really young, like his 20 to 30 age range. And I also remember pictures of him like towards the end of his life when he was really, really old before he passed away. And this kind of seems like in between
middle.
there. So I almost didn't recognize him at first. I was like, is that George Harrison? So, it was cool though. I really enjoyed this experience because I got to reflect and go back on my old childhood. And honestly, I think that, I'm sure maybe at some point my family members might catch this video, but I honestly think that my dad and his brothers did a great job when they did this song. Like they really harmonized really well and brought this to life when they performed it.
That's awesome.
So, but now I know that, right? I know what the original is supposed to sound like.
I'll have to get somebody to dig out some old family videos and find this one.
Yeah, they definitely have this one recorded for sure. Maybe we'll react to one of those videos.
That would be great.
But your closing thoughts on the song?
I liked it. I really liked it. I thought it was cool. And like you said, I think it's neat now having a little bit of background on each one of them to see how that kind of came to life and together. I don't think I would have maybe appreciated it as much not knowing that. But I thought it was really cool. Great song.
Agreed.
I would probably add this one to my like casual chill playlist.
Yeah. And if you guys want to add something down below for us to check out next, we just had to jump into the water and learn how to swim with the Traveling Wilburys here, and that's what we did. So if there's other places that you think we should go, if they have other really popular songs, let us know. We can go down that path. We always appreciate your insights. Make sure you hit the like button if you did enjoy this. Leave us a comment, like I said. Also, if you want to join us, make sure that you don't miss anything going forward. You got to hit that subscribe button. If you don't want to do that, you just want to keep hanging out with us, we appreciate that too. Thanks for stopping by. We got 2 more videos coming tomorrow, and we'll see you then.
Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.